Well, there have been some IPOs of companies that aggregated a large number of single-family homes and rented them out for income. And one of those is called American Homes for Rent. Blackstone and Colony are not yet public, although I believe Colony did register to go public, but I think they pulled their IPO. My view of these companies that have 10,000 or more homes that they're trying to manage as a REIT is that there are logistical challenges to managing that many single-family homes. It's not like 10,000 units of apartment buildings where you have 200 units per building. There are economies of scale to manage that type of property. When you're managing a dispersed group of single-family homes, it's much harder to do. And I think if you're doing 100 or so, you can still do it well and execute. But when you get into the thousands, it's very difficult to get the right quality of people paying attention to all those tenants and all those repair issues, and there's no standardization, and they're all geographically dispersed. So I think that the REO to rental business on a big scale, the way the big private equity firms pursued it, has been disappointing. But what's made up for that is the financing they've been able to get from these bonds, where they issue bonds that are secured by the rental income streams from the houses, is phenomenal. I think they've had sub 2% yields in some case. I believe the yields are even lower than the yields on Apple stock, on Apple's bonds. And so that's sort of made up for a lot of the messy problems that these REO to rental strategies have had. They have such cheap financing that they're making money. And of course, the housing market has gone up. So the inventory they bought, even though I think they paid top dollar at the time when they bought it, they still probably came out pretty well. But it's not a strategy we chose to pursue. We have a fund that does that, Arixa Fund 2, and we've closed it to new investors. And we're not really interested in trying to build that into a large-scale business because it's inherently non-scalable. Lending is a little bit more scalable. But if I'm going to be in one or the other non-scalable business, I like the lending because I can at least put, in some cases, $1 million or $2 or $3 million out for a year without having to manage all the issues that come up with long-term ownership of that property.